making stuff make sense. That's all. And what do we want? Has anybody ever asked you that before? Like, a lot of people probably say yeah, because most time people work against whatever you're trying to make clear, and usually people just answer things not in the correct manner, So when I say this, because this is not something I feel like human beings or people that we are even used to being like asked, like, what do you want? You want? It's kind of like, some people are like, oh, I know what I want. I want that. I want that. I want that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know, but not really. Like truly, what you want. You know, it could take you. Can have you like a little taken back a little bit because you're like, well, where do I even start? you know, because that's not the way the world is has conditioned us. So yeah, I know for me, I'm just trying to make things make sense. Like, we I'm still young, I'll be what, 44, 43, one of those numbers, so 43 or 44. I know at some point it's normal when you figure how old you are. I know I was told. So, no, seriously, one year I forgot how old I was. Asked my son, I was like, look, let's just keep it between us. But how old is me, your mommy? But no, like I'm back on track. 42, probably 43. And, I'm just trying to make things make sense. And it's not really hard for me. It's not like it sounds like make things make sense. And I'm making it make sense because who else is going to make it make sense? Government, CNN, So I'm quite capable of doing, my own thinking, my own stinking thinking. Who would have thought? But yeah, I, you know, I just, some people make things harder on themselves, at some point. And it's like me, I try to do the opposite for myself and for others, So I am not someone that wants to, you know, make it harder in somebody else's life, or my own. So, you know, um, it's a good question to ask ourselves because we're so not used to that. And we should ask ourselves because we should cater, we put all this energy into what some other people want. And that's how we've been conditioned, it's starting from school and, you know what I mean? And learning and there how to be of service to someone, like the whole indoctrination that I did a whole story on, it's quite fascinating, those okay, Haps, don't be silly. Don't be silly. But yeah, fascinating. So starring Rockefellers, well, they went in there and robbed us of critical thinking and then tell people just look around. What's going on? Yeah, that's what they're doing. No one knows how to critically think at all. They just say they do, but they don't even have a clue what that even means. It's like a whole skill that he literally removes for a reason because that is something that takes you have to even be able to define it. Some people will just say they know shit and they ain't never read about it. It's just like, well, I think I do. And I'm like, I don't need you to think right now. That's the problem, man. You can't. Crack myself up, but no, seriously. You know, we don't have to make things harder on ourselves if we don't need to. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a place, and I feel like we should all like be kinder to ourselves and understand like mentally we need to be strong for ourselves because that's a whole nother sickness that can make weaken your body and also your immune system. So something to consider that they're not. So are they really for us? I guess so. But something to consider. um I think people should take that in mind and take responsibility for their own health and their own mental health and stuff, and like take a chill. Remember, hey, like what's important? You got family, you got kids, they need you. So I find a different way, because if it's all ending up in just shit fest and separation and just hate, just it's all bad. But me, I'm just trying to like not to go. I feel like what's happening right now is requiring, and it's gonna require so much more strength and things that we have not ever seen before. It's gonna take a lot to hold it together and hear, and right in your heart with God, because fear is not from God. Fear is some devil stuff, Satan stuff. So if you're feeling a nice amount of fear, 'cause that's what they use, then you're not doing yourself any stuff. It's allbad.com, and then that's what you see. That's when the chaos and the mayhem kicks in, when the fear, when it actually works, you know and it's like people don't see it because they're in it, but it's like they don't even believe it, that that's even the situation. It's like delusional, but it's crazy, the mindset, and how as human beings we've been just mentally just, I don't say it because curse words, but just effed. You know what I mean? Like it deserves a hard F. Like I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, yeah, we've been screwed, lied to, said all kinds of shit that didn't even make any sense, and we haven't caught on yet. But see, that's not really what I came on here to say. Before I turn in, um, you know, take a nice hot, well, yeah, shower, make me some tea, maybe even take a little book, because it seems like that's what I'm just gonna do tonight, since I'm taking time off from doing what I usually do. I'm always so busy, so I'm just gonna relax and then get back on the ball tomorrow. Um, I remember sometime last year people were like, "Oh, I can't wait till 2020. 2020 gets here. Come on, no, yeah, 2021." And I was like, "Hey, hold up. We're still in 2020. Can we like get through this first before you just go rushing 2021 along? And who's to say it's gonna be any better?" That's like the part that tripped me out. I'm like, "Why are you rushing 2021? Like, what sense does that even make? Like, look what's going on now. You think that this is just like, oh, 2021, this is done? Like, that's some ignorant thinking to me, if you ask me. Didn't put much thought into that, did ya?" it's silly. Um, but here we are. And I mean, if you follow the truths and the, trust me, you can read what's going on. Some people be like, I knew that was going to, no, no, no. Because a lot of this is prophecy and biblical. So, and nobody can even take away from that. So no matter what anyone says, this is some really big stuff, and we're going to need to mentally be prepared. No one's here to tell you how to have a relationship or believe in God or whatever, because the bigger things are going to occur. And trust and believe is, you're going to be having some kind of conversation or some thought processes that involves God. You're like, oh, wait a minute. So that's not even an issue, because that's will come, and that's only between God and you know individuals and their relationships. So no one's to judge anyone else. We just pray for each other. Those very things that seem to be offensive to some people too, like, oh, prayer, oh, oh. Like, really, it's concerning. So weird people out here. But yeah, I remember that. It rushed right over to 2021. It's like, see, that's the problem. You don't want to deal with nothing. It's like 2021 must be better. Why would you think that? I mean, look what just happened now. Like 2021, did not see that coming. It like came and just rammed us a new one. Like, and then just like kept going, it didn't stop, you know. And then here's 2021, like, hey, you know, like this what y'all just this is what we doing in 2021, just like dropping like a complete pandemic on 20 with some. I gotta like make a whole like scenario because you know they make it so difficult with the censorship to even talk about stuff. Everybody like the jab. And I'm telling you, words have power and meaning, significance, and when you put energy into saying something and like making it like more, you make it more real. If that makes any sense to some of you. And I think we be set up to use certain lingos, we fall right into it. But it's like when you try to trap people every way you can, like, don't say that word. It's like, dude, first of all, people, we need to really question these people that say they got it together and it's got supposed to be watched over us. Because if this is what we're doing now, and you're telling us we can't use that word to describe the very thing that it is, how'd you get this job again, sir? Because clearly there is no criteria to get a job up in, boy, I mean, am I lying? Have you seen the behaviors of people in the very place that you would think would be held like some kind of respect, upright respect and stuff? And it's like, dude, the crap that they pull, like in within government and how they treat one another, and how literally you're in in the middle sometimes of these very important like protocol, these meetings and stuff that we have, and how they can just like, oh yeah, what happened today, honey? Yeah, blah blah blah. She tried to kill us, or like some crazy stuff, or like yeah, like it's all the like crazy stuff you hear, you see. And if we was to pull that in our regular lives, our regular jobs, we've been fired. Like these people have no respect for the workplace. Like you're the freaking president, yo. You're the vice president. Like, come on, get your shit together. This is a place of business. But no, it's so crazy to me, like how like last year it seemed like a big old clown, like a clown fest or something. Like, is this really what's going on? What do you tell your children? Like, if they have a desire or hopes to, like, mommy, is this the way presidents? No, honey, no. Using that word loosely, but no, it's like seriously, you can't tell them to look up to that. Even the very people that was going to bat for whomever they was brainwashed to go to bat. I mean, my bad. Whoever they, no, really, my bad. Whoever they was going to bat for, it's like you. I don't know. I'm convinced I am, but I just think that they wouldn't say, "Yeah, this is how you do it." You want to, be president, you follow that guy right there because he's got it. Yeah, it's not a good example. But hey, to each its own, right? But no, really, I want to stop off and just tell everybody have a lovely night, evening, treat yourself good. Don't let anyone steal your joy, your sunshine. If someone's not loving you, no need to try or love them back. Like give people energy, they give you your energy. People that are excited, wanna, you know what I mean, that bring out that the best in you. And then people that are actually excited and you can tell they enjoy and they want you there, want to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's clearly like normal to do. And we should, because that means that we love ourselves more and we value ourselves more, And it's like somebody ain't trying to love you, well, good fucking riddance, It's like trust me because there's something better, or something out there, Obviously, if that's the case, so I'm just trying to be a comforting ear, something to whatever anybody is going through. Uh, you know, when people want things, they truly want something in their life, they're going to get it. They're going to do what they need to do to get it. With you know, I know sometimes things are the way they are, but they're gonna make it important for them. And if they don't, then that shows you that you This wasn't that important to those facts. You gotta suck it up and see for what it is. Because if it's clearly right in front of you, boop, all you need to know, all you need to be able to tell yourself is, am I strong enough to handle the hurt? And can I get over it? And the yes, and yes, then you are gonna be okay. Just know that. Because you're breathing and you never know what you have in store. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take this hella hot shower. Like, I'm gonna treat it like I'm in a sauna. Then I got see my junkie shoe rack back there. Yes, each one's missing. It's like, no, just gotta straighten it up. And that's not even all the shoes. It's mad crazy, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then where's my little foot spa thingy? I want you guys to like, let me see if I can get it from under here because I'm gonna use that shit tonight. Hold that thought. Because I haven't took it out in a while. Come out and play. Deep down there. This right here, y'all. This right here. Oh, look, when I got like really close right here, I was like, damn, bro, you got some pretty lips. I ain't even lying. I really thought that. As soon as I backed up, I was like, pretty lips, Randy. Y'all know I'm crazy. So I got this thing here. Boom. I don't know if y'all see it. Why is it stuck? Okay. Right. I don't know if it's that. A little bit. No? Yeah, no, right. Hold that thought. So it's a home. What's that? The home med. What's in phonics? Where for me? Home medics, and it's for your feet, right? I got the whole spa hookup, and you turn it on, plug it up, right? This is a one long cord. I mean, goodness gracious. So it looks like this. Has these but it, like these, so those knobs you see, they get all off up in your foot where you just, oh my God, like, oh, the things you do. But it's like this machine, but you put your foot on both of them and do that, and it hits all those points, like it rotates. It's just like somebody was just like doing with their hands, right? And then you turn it on, right? And then it can heat up. I was like, man, I love this thing. Because this with the foot spa thing you have my foot in. I used to have this hand thing for like the hand, like we put the wax, but I never would use it. I just like because I like having my whole spa thing, right? And eventually I just let a friend have it because they always was using it, and like you use the wax like over and over again. I was just like, you can just take it, be like your foot, your huge foot's been in there so many. I think he put his foot in there, and I'm just like, yeah, totally, just take it. I don't want that shit anymore. And then I was never using it because you have to do that whole hot wax thingy, and yeah. But I totally love this machine right here. It's wonderful. Really, really is. You guys want to like witness? You want to hear it? Like you want to know? I know there was something that I was supposed to share. I can't even remember. But when it comes to mind, I will definitely do that. Right? I might mess around and if I do this right now, it's great because I've done that before. I fallen asleep doing this, and like it woke up, my foot was still was still on it. Oh, see that painting back there? Yeah, I painted that. I'm a painter. Podcast, radio, painter. Who would have thought, right? Just does it all, writer and all that. But that's real talk, though. Why you gotta be limited? You can do everything. Talent's talent. You got it. You got it. Just what it is, right? But yeah, if I turn that thing on, night, because a little right before I got on here, I was in this new group called Social something. I don't know. It's very interesting. And I was listening. Now conversation got so interesting, but I found myself like pushing down in my chair. I'm like, where am I going? And then like halfway in, halfway out, but very invested in the topic. So yeah, I almost didn't make it on. Yeah, but here I am, right? Yay! But no, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my crazy self, and I'm debating. Why is that my money over there on the floor? This is how you lose stuff. But yeah, maybe next time, because then I can do the whole setup, right? And we do the spa with the facial. Like, I'll totally do that on here because that's me. It's Brandy. Yes, we can do some self care, work on outside and inside. 'Cause sometimes if you get it on the outside, you feel so good that you're like, I think I'm ready to be awesome on the inside too. And then there we go. It's part of like, the mission, saving one life at a time. I am so crazy right now. I'm playing, but I'm not. But no, I really would love to do that. It's like to come on and do a whole like the day in the life. I'm not saying I do this every day, but with Brandy, like stuff like my toes. We're gonna do some feet stuff. We're gonna meditate. We're gonna read. You know what I mean? Let's work on some podcasts. Some stuff. Like yeah. You guys want to join me? You gonna come along with me? I really appreciate it if you would, because I'm going to need somebody to talk to. That's definite. Definitely. Make sure you bring some good food and all that stuff. But I'll make it a date. And I'm really serious too. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of. Hey, Tony Smith, look at you always dropping in. You never miss a beat. I appreciate it. I truly do. I hope you're doing well. And Haps, say whatever. Haps and Haps. Hi there. Diane Pain. How you doing? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna get ready like to hop off here because I want to like put my foot on this massager thing I got that is just the world. Like every time I think about it, I'm like, who made you? Okay, because damn, if you get it and then I'll fall asleep with it, like and stuff. Like I had a friend like because you put your socks, you don't have to. It's mine, so I chose not to put my socks on it. But a lot of times I'll put my socks on. And I had a friend like he couldn't even take it because it made his feet like tickle his feet. I was like, dude, like, come on, like, man, put your foot on the thing. He, he just couldn't do it. It tickled him. I personally, just love the, and it hurts. It feels so good. It hurts because feet. Look at all the like we walk on our feet because we, yeah, we walk with our feet. I don't know what the other way to put that. And then like just that alone, and then the weight, of a human being of whatever size, that's pressure. And so it's like our feet like need to be massaged or however you get it done because so requires so much weight. No matter really what size, we always standing in all that. And so it makes a difference when you like take care of your feet. It's like totally okay for a man to take care of. Remember, rest in peace, um Bernie Mac used to like he was not ashamed to talk about getting his pedicure manicure. Shoot, like who you with? So definitely do that. Nothing about my feet. I'm just gonna go and get this started. And thank you again for another award. You're the best. I appreciate it. I don't know if you heard me before, but I was telling people that next time come in here, we're gonna do like not in a day in the life of Brandy, but kind of like maybe an hour in the life of Brandy, and just do some things like apply do like facial stuff, do the foot, stuff, read a book, have some tea, do some podcasting, hang out with Brandy. Because trust me, it's never a dull moment. Okay, if I could charge people to, know what's going on up in here, very interesting. All the keys. And I'm not even playing, but let me stop though. Yeah. But yeah, So tomorrow's Sunday. These weekends are going by faster and faster. Just want to throw that out there. And yeah, yeah, I hope you show up. But no, I could if you didn't want to. But yeah, I figure that's something cool to do. I see people do some of the like silliest things on here, but that right there is literally Brandy being herself. Like she, yes, yes, I am. Thank you. So yes. So Tony, I'm gonna get up off here because I feel the delusional that part. You know that stage that comes in when you get tired and you be like, "What did I say?" You know, I fell on here. I fell asleep on here like was it last year or the beginning of this year? I think it was, right? Let me tell you the story before I get off of here, right? So I remember this one night I was like recording show, right? And I felt myself getting really tired. And so like I don't know if many have experienced like when you fallen asleep somewhere and you didn't mean to but you're still like you're having a conversation or you're still talking or whatever it may be or recording. Mine is just to be me usually recording, but you know what I mean? It's like when you like kind of snap to it, you're like you kind of wake up out of it because you starting to hear what you're saying. You're like, what the hell am I saying? What's going on? Right? So I was like, at that point, I was like, okay, I gotta get off of here. Um, so I tried to play it off like if I was speaking to somebody in the first place because I was like, oh my God, whoops. I'm going to fall asleep, so it's time to go, right? Because it's overwhelmingly like eyes are like are very, very heavy and shutting down. So I remember clearly making a conscious decision that, all right, let me just turn this off and go lay down. I guess after that conscious decision, it was that quick, right? Because the next thing you know, I know is I'm like just in a chair and I wake up and I'm like, hmm. Then I go to the bathroom and then I start to slowly remember. I was like, no. Oh no, no, no. And so I go to the computer, right? Now before this, I had saw my phone, right? Because I don't my notifications really don't go off. Right? I always turn them off because I'm podcasting. And my partner, business partner, friend, wife, he was like, Brandy, what are you doing? So I wake up or like what are you it was like, you know, and I didn't get it. And then when I started to wonder like, well, Brandy, what do you recall turning off the video? I'm like, no, and then reading that, I was like, two and two equals. I was like, oh no, no, no. So I go right. Don't even have to do that. I think somehow, I think I called them back, and it was just like they had already discussed it past the video around. They done harbored a whole video of me sleeping and was laughing, right? And and they were running because I was on Hap, so went to every freaking site. So I was like, oh man, okay. And they told me it was like, look, it's 2 hours Haps let me sleep up on here, like mouth open and all. I guess right. I just know they said that I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now and go to bed. And they said like all I did was like stretch. I took my hair and I was just like, I was out, freaking out, because they watched. They went back and they watched the like they watched it and then kept a copy. Cause eventually I went around and got rid of them everywhere. So suckers right there, they got a copy. And they laughed. They said I was gone. I just didn't understand why Haps let me sleep for 2 hours. And I was like, oh my God, did I snore? That's crazy, yo. And no, no. And then they said all of a sudden they see me like this. And they looked back like, where's Brandy's head? Because like now I was like in between this. It was crazy. That was like, I had to like, it was so embarrassing that it was nothing I can do about that, that I had to just accept it. It's like, I didn't let it really bother me. Like it's nothing but a thing. It was like, oh my goodness, this is something I'm just really gonna have to deal with. Like yeah, that happened. It happens, and it's almost happened a few times after. So now I'm not trying to. No. So on that note, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get my tail up out of here. Hey, knowledge, why you coming all so late? Did you hear my story at least? Hey, they was laughing. I was like, wow. They had role played it too. He was like, my other partner, business partner, he went and got like a shirt and put it on his head, and he was like, showed me. He was like, this is what you did, and then you was like this, and then you just was playing with your hair, and you just put your hair back, and it's gone. Yeah, all of a sudden, the head was just looked like you could see my body because my head was like between. Yeah, that was something. That was a night, I tell you, because I was just like, oh my god, please tell me, like, why didn't I like push the button I said I was getting on, and I never made it. It was like never my finger just like never touched the button. It was just like you know. So yeah, yep. And then I started seeing other people fall asleep on broadcast, and I was just like, I didn't feel so bad anymore. That was embarrassing because 2 hours. So, perhaps I don't think you guys ever apologized or explained that to me, but I'm okay. I got through it. What didn't kill me make me stronger. Just know this. Just know this. Just get some rest. I was. That's what they were saying too. They was like, you apparently was tired. I was like, you think? But yeah, it's important to get the rest because it will get you if you don't get it. Okay, that's for dang sure. Yeah, for sure. But I appreciate you for stopping through, always showing your support. I thank you very much, and knowledge. Thank you for stopping through, and haven't seen you in a minute. I haven't really been on like lately, so just like here and there. But I definitely will be back on tomorrow. I think I got some like excellent, like awesome content. So I definitely would like to share some good taps with you guys. And I think I'll try to do it like more towards the evening. I'll try my best. I really don't know the time. But you guys take care. You have a good night. God bless. Be safe and peace.